My name's Libby Lee-Hammond. I'm an Associate Professor of Early Childhood Education here at Murdoch, and I've been working here for 20 years. I started the Early Childhood course here back in 2000, and since then it's grown from a tiny little course into one of our biggest and most successful ones. This is a 4-year degree, but it's quite unique because it combines 2 specialisations in one. So while some students will enrol in a primary specialisation, and in some other universities they enrol in an early childhood specialisation, what we've done at Murdoch is actually combine those 2 things so that graduates will be qualified to teach both in the early years and in primary school. I would strongly recommend taking your degree here at Murdoch in early childhood and primary. One of the reasons I would strongly recommend Murdoch for an education degree is that the staff in education are all active researchers working in schools and early learning settings. So the knowledge that they're gathering in those places is what they bring to the classroom to teach you. Another really important thing that we offer at Murdoch is a very strong emphasis on play-based learning. And we don't just talk about it, we show students how to do it. We have heaps of resources that we bring to class where students get to play themselves, and we talk about what that means in children's learning. And it's very important that they have those experiences so that when they're out in schools, they feel confident about what they're doing. One of the things that we offer our students is over 100 days of practical experience in schools and early childhood settings. So for part of every year, they're spending that time in a classroom and working with qualified teachers to develop the sorts of theory that they're learning here into practice out in schools. We also have an enormous amount of resources here that we use in class with students, so hands-on materials. In early childhood, we have lots of play equipment. We have blocks, we have clay, we have toys, and we get those out and students actually engage with those things to learn about what makes those things educational. And then when they go out into schools, they have those resources they can borrow and take with them so that they can implement some really fun activities with children. So the Bachelor of Early Childhood and Primary degree offers students a really unique opportunity for employment because they are qualified to teach both in early learning and development centres or long day care, as well as running their own kindergarten, for example, as a private setting. They could set up their own business as a childcare centre, or they can work in a school. And one of the great things that principals look for when they're hiring teachers is versatility. So if a student is looking for work and they have the capacity to work with children in kindergarten all the way through to year 6, a principal is going to look at that and think, wow, here's a teacher that I can be really flexible around how I employ them over time. So I would recommend this degree in particular if you want to have a whole range of options when you graduate. Early childhood education has been for a long time dominated by female teachers, and one of the really important things that young children need is male role models. So we really encourage young men to come and learn about early childhood education. Don't write it off as a job that's great for women to do. So many male graduates pick up work working with children they find really exciting, they enjoy going to work. The high energy of young children really appeals, and one of the great things about working in the early years is that you can just have a whole lot of fun. It's a serious job, it's an important job, but you can make it really fun because play is the main medium of learning.